Here's Prezi's next top tips video to help take your presentations to the next level. When you're adding images to a colored background, sometimes you'll come across images with a white border that just don't fit. Instead, try using a PNG image. Most PNG images won't have the white border. Now, when you add the image to your canvas, it won't stand out like before. It's tempting to put a lot of information into your frame, but before you do, consider this. People most often consume content from left to right and top to bottom, and elements that are placed randomly make it hard to understand what's important. When inserting elements into your frame, consider the rule of thirds to guide your audience's eyes. The rule of thirds is a grid-like concept that helps you frame your image or content in rows, columns, and hotspots. Here's our frame. If we add a grid, we can see areas that are out of focus for the audience. Instead, we can position the title to fit the top row and give it importance. We can resize and reorder the text so that it follows the eye's focus, and then move our images over here so that the main elements are on hotspots. Now, if we take away the grid, the audience can easily follow along and understand the important details. You may already know the shortcut Command-D or Control-D, which duplicates your content. But how about mirroring it too? With your object selected, this time hold down the Shift key along with Command or Control-D. Now, when your object appears, it will be mirrored right next to the original object. And not only can you flip images, but you can also flip Prezi's lines and arrows too. If you've used Prezi's fade-in animation tool, here's an advanced tip so you can fade in your content but outside of the audience's view. First, here's how it looks. Zoom into the frame, fade in your image, and then zoom back out to a surprise reveal of the rest of your content. Here's how to do this. With your content on the canvas, first group just the elements you want to fade in. Then, add an invisible frame around all of the images. Add your fade-in animation by clicking Edit Path, and then the star. Click on the grouped objects, and then Done and Done again. Now, here's the trick. You'll want to click on the frame and drag the blue lines to resize it so it's just around the object you're going to zoom in on. Let's add one more frame to zoom back out to. Alright, let's see it again. Now when you present, you can zoom in on one detail and back out to the rest. Neat trick, huh? Okay, now that your presentation's ready, it's time to take advantage of the power of movement with Prezi. There are 3 basic movements, each with a unique meaning. First up, zoom in. When you zoom into your content, you're taking your audience a little deeper. You don't have to zoom in too far. Just zoom in enough so that your audience can clearly see all of the information. The second movement, panning, allows you to highlight important details and then move to the next point, conveying the direction of your presentation. Lastly, zooming out. After you've gone through your presentation, you can zoom all the way back out to the overview to show the big picture and wow your audience. Okay, now it's your turn. Take these visual tips and start making better presentations.